I've been told repeatedly that I should just join a group, that I'll level faster, that this isn't a solo game, that soloing is just what you do while you wait. And I agree. The problem is there are no groups. I'm going to play Embers Adrift while I talk about this, but I want to be very clear. This is not just an Embers Adrift problem. This is an MMO problem. Specifically, any MMO built around slow progression and group-focused gameplay. Embers Adrift just happens to be the example because it's the one I can log into. Sorry, Embers, you drew the short straw. I had a lot of comments telling me to group up, that it'll be faster experience, that the game is designed for this, that soloing isn't the intended experience. And I know, I appreciate you. I know those comments are coming from a good place. But here's the reality. Half the player base is level 50. The rest are solidly in their 30s and 40s. And every time I log in, there is no one my level range. I did find one group. I helped them complete a quest that I didn't even have. They got their completion credit. Yay for them. They checked their box and then that was it. There was no, hey, you want to keep going, or would you like help getting to this point in the quest? Nope. It was very transactional, and that transaction was complete. At lower levels, grouping opportunities are limited. And in a game built around grouping and slow leveling, that becomes a problem. Because now the system is doing something unintended. It's conditioning me to play solo. I'm learning how to survive on my own. I'm learning how to progress without other players. And the longer I do that, the less I look for groups. Because I don't need them anymore. And that's the paradox. A group-focused MMO that slowly trains you not to group. This isn't about total population. It's about population distribution. In a group-centric, level-based MMO, you don't need more players. You need more players in the same place at the same time doing the same thing. If everyone is spread out across levels, the system breaks down, especially for new players, because showing up late means you're showing up alone. This is such a community-driven genre, so let's use the community. A mentoring system feels like an obvious solution. Let higher-level players come back to early zones and earn meaningful rewards, things like currency, cosmetics, or titles, and they can get this by helping lower-level players. Just basically make it worth their time. Another option, adjust early progression dynamically. If I'm the only level 1 through 10 player online, increase my experience rate so that I can catch up faster. If other players are in my range, reduce it. I should encourage grouping because right now my only options are to solo or to not play. So what do you do when you can't find a group? You do the only content that is always available. For Embers Adrift, that's bulletin boards. They were added to give players something to do while waiting for groups. And to be fair, they do work. They give you level-appropriate content. But not all quests are created equal. Let's talk about maximum brightness. For this quest, you kill 10 ember flies and 5 ashen ember flies. That sounds simple. The regular flies, they're fine. The ashen ones, they spawn near ember drifts and ruptures, and I still don't fully understand what makes them appear. It feels random, which means I spent a lot of time just swatting flies like I'm the tail on a horse's you know what? Let's not even go there. This quest, yeah, 3 stars. Don't hate it, don't love it. The next bulletin board quest was This Isn't Bat Country. Oh, my friends, this is Bat Country because I got this quest 4 times in a row. You kill 10 deep bats and 5 burly deep bats. The bats spawn near nests, then the nests move. Joy of all things. The bats have this ability called Confusing Screech. which completely messes with your movement. You try to move forward, you go sideways. You try to run, you don't. And they're social, so pulling 1 pulls like 5, which means you're standing there immobile while a group of bats just repeatedly screams at you. Oh, this quest? 1 star, would not recommend. At this point, I'm using bulletin boards as my guide. If the board says level 10 through 14, I guess I live here for 4 levels. And I do appreciate that these systems exist. It gives me something to do. It gives me a way to progress while I wait for someone my level to log in. I'm not soloing because I want to. I'm soloing because my other option is to stop playing your game. And I don't want to stop playing your game because I think this game and games like it have a lot to offer. I just need help getting to the part where I can actually experience it. And this is where I'll say something a little broader. There's been a sudden wave of MMOs leaning hard into group play again. And I'm not against that. But if group play is your headline feature, if that's the core of your design, then you need to hand me a group or hand me an alternative. Because right now, you're not holding up your end of the deal. Until next time, keep exploring, and I'll see you in the next world.
I've been getting a few comments lately asking if I'm an AI voice.
I've been getting a few comments lately asking if I'm an AI voice. I've been getting a few comments lately asking if I'm an AI voice.
Oh, that last one? She does sound like me. So I've been getting a few comments lately asking if I'm an AI voice. And I guess that feels like a compliment? Like, thank you for assuming that I'm so articulate that I must be artificial. But I just want to confirm I am in fact a real human woman. I have a chirpy voice. I pause a lot because asthma is a thing and I'm allergic to cats. And if you know my channel, that is a problem. I use a script with complete sentences, sometimes even punctuation. I do rewrites. I practice before I record. I know, that's a bold choice for the internet. But no, this is not AI. This is just what happens when your content creator shows up prepared.